Do you think the entrenched leaders like Sula would be disproportionate beneficiaries? Because wine is an interesting market in that there are some entry barriers. I mean, you can't just flip a coin and get access to vineyards. Most of the vineyards are tied into very long-term, 10-year, 12-year contracts. So a new entrant cannot just walk in and start producing or have access to wine. So do you stand to benefit disproportionately if the market were to take off?
Udayan, you have hit the nail on the head. I wouldn't say we'll benefit disproportionately. Even today, as you're probably very well aware, Sula has something like 60 to 65% of the premium wine market. So, we are already very much the leaders in the market. And I think we're going to continue to be the leaders in the market. As you said, extremely difficult for a new entrant to come up, even to persuade farmers to plant for you. They always say, show us first. Sula today has a track record, 25 years of working with farmers successfully, and that stands for a lot. So there is a very wide and deep moat towards more players entering this space, and we definitely have it sewn up. Of course, we've proven that it's not only that we have market share, but we've always executed and stayed ahead of the field, been pioneers in so many ways. We'll have to continue doing that. We aim to continue doing that. So we aim to continue being market leaders for quite a while in the future.
So forget new entrants. What about existing competition? Like you are the dominant player, but there are players like Fratelli and Grover Zampa who are not exactly tiny. But do you see the market shares between the top three players changing significantly at all in the next 2 or 3 years or 3 or 4 years?
What I would like to see is for the overall pie to grow. I think today for Sula, that's the most important thing, and for all of us, because sort of squabbling amongst ourselves for a market share of a market that is not that large, I think would be very short-sighted compared to working together, which is something that we are doing, coming on common platforms, or taking part in wine shows together, taking part in things like Little Flea in Mumbai together. So coming together to try to grow this market that at this point is barely 1% of Alcobev, take it to 2%, 2.5% together. I think that would be a great thing to do. So I'm not really looking necessarily for us to take more market share. We're in a place that we are so dominant. I'm looking rather to take wine to tier 2 cities and beyond. Right now, tier 3, it's probably a little bit early to talk about it, but definitely tier 2. I mean, just think about how huge that market is and how much work we have ahead of us for that. Plus, wine is an agricultural crop. So as you've just said, 10-year contracts, you need to plant today. You only get your grapes 3 years from now. It's not easy just to produce on demand. So, market shares are sticky, but we hope to grow the entire market together.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.